MAKAVELI the Don till I'm gone. He was saying this shit while he was alive. He was telling us. We were talking about it. Nigga, I'm a legend. I'm putting in mine. You better put in yours, because I'm a legend already.
Man, history a legend. You define me. Tell MAKAVELI bitch.
This is not a new allegiance to the West Coast. I've been on the West Coast all this time.
From Oakland to Sacktown, the Bay Area of Blacktown, Cali is where they put they Mac down.
I always said where I came from. I always gave New York big props. So now on the next album, when I want to give it up for my home, where I'm at, everybody got a problem?
The black sheep coming and legions as niggas get waxed with the pledge of allegiance. Constantly. Yes, it's me, D-R-E-S.
Say one thing, because I want to get through this real fast. Damn, so you and Pac, how did your relationship end prior to his death? Because that was one Pac, right? A lot of people say that it's like 10 different Pacs, right? Like there's some people who be like, what? That's the most positive brother I've ever seen. And there's some people who be like, that's the most negative brother I've ever seen. And there's some people that be like, that's the most wildest brother I've ever seen.
He kind of explained
like,
that.
That's the softest brother I've ever seen. So how did you ever link with him again after he went on death row? Like after he got on death row? Because it seemed like he was a different dude when he got on death row. Did you see him after that?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, Pac was multifaceted.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And, you know, like sometimes I adored him sometimes in conversation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I have a conversation with him was very dope, was very cool. And and he
even after death row, Pac?
After death row, Pac, I think he had an agenda. You know what I'm saying? And
let's remember that was a short time.
Yeah,
it seems like a long, but his time at death row was very short.
Right.
And there was a lot going on around that too. That cats, I think, you know, sometimes don't put into the equation.
Because he had a vendetta against New York. Did you?
For me, he was always solid with me, but I think a lot of that I was a lot younger, so I was like a kid. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, you wasn't a kid when Pac was on death row.
But why do you say he had a vendetta against New York when he was trying to do death row?
Because he had fuck New York records. What do you mean?
But he said fuck New York?
It's well documented.
Wait, did he say fuck New York?
What?
I mean,
in Cali, we do the chucks and not valleys. That's right. What do you mean?
That's fuck New York.
That's fuck New York. We wear chucks and not valleys. That's right. What do you think that meant? Hey guys, we're cool. No,
I mean he was champion death row East. With Eric B.
He was the same with me. Like, I don't know. He never gave me that type
I don't think he was champion death row East.
I think there was people that he was against.
Right.
Death row East, is that even a thing?
No, it was a thing.
Really?
It's a weed.
I mean, it was a
right
thing.
now.
No, it was a
my
thing.
man Jungle. It's a weed.
It was a thing.
I mean, how many records?
Ask Eric. No, they didn't do anything. It never got off the ground. It never got off the ground.
But that's where when Pac and Nas supposedly met in Battery Park in New York City, that's what supposedly the picket signs were saying, because I believe they hired a lot of West Coast people that was with them, but they also hired people that was in town.
And he was down with Duck Down as well, heavy.
Yeah, they was insourcing. So you know what I'm saying? So they had people that was like actually from the East Coast.
Yeah, they were trying to do an album.
East Side.
One Nation album with Duck Down, with Buckshot and Black Moon and all those guys. So, I mean, I don't see it as clear cut as fuck New York from him. Absolutely, I don't see it.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
That's because he attacked Queens, man.
Yeah. No, he didn't attack Queens. He attacked New York. What I'm trying to say is, like, Pac ran with y'all in New York. Like, he literally hung out. I mean, I was in the same sectors. How did it feel when he just...
I'll bump into him, though, but I would see him sipping a little something, though.
What I'm saying is, how did it feel like him... Because, like, he got a record called... This was crazy the other day. I was just walking, and I listened to a record called... He got, ain't nothing like the old school. And he breaks down New York with Skelly and how the parties. And I'm like, this is really a New York nigga. Then the very next record come on, California Love. And I believed him in both records. I said, holy shit. This is a West Coast nigga too. I started trying to do my West Coast dance.
He was crip walking?
I ain't gonna say I was crip walking, but it was like something like it. You know what I'm saying?
You obviously believed him in Juice too.
You don't want to go there.
A lot of people say he changed after Juice. He took on Bishop as that character.
So when you seen the Death Row Pac, it was a different type of energy?
Yeah.
You said it was the same energy even in Death Row.
I mean, when me and his relationship always the same with me and him. But we never, you know what I'm saying?
One of the last times I seen Pac, he's in the Diamond District. I'm by myself. He's like with about 15 dudes. Some of the dudes he's with, I don't think he realized he knows who he's with.
Brooklyn people?
Brooklyn-ish.
Okay.
But a couple, a couple of heads that definitely.
I understand.
If he wasn't shopping if everybody wasn't shopping, he was out of pocket.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And if and those that know why. You know what I'm saying? Like like you don't. Wolves aren't show dogs.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You don't run with wolves acting like like you taking a walk in Central Park. That's not what wolves are for.
Well, Central Park is a little rough now too.
Yeah, it's not that rough.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like he's running around the Diamond District, and I'm sure he's getting whatever he's getting that for his new walk. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember when it was the punched out Uzi rings and the stuff that was from Canal Street that like that you really couldn't even really get in the room that the cats I knew was in. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I'm not trying to shit on you, it's just the truth.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, like and that's not to shit on him to say we all start where we start from, and we all grow to become. We all grow to become who we gonna be. You know what I'm saying? But that's the type of things that I'm trying to say. Like Pac didn't understand certain things just about New York culture that a record wasn't really gonna facilitate.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like like you in the Diamond District with cats that come to the Diamond District to sell what they just took.
They just stole.
You know what I'm saying? And you come in there spending a ridiculous number, in front of them. You know what I'm saying? And like those are the things that like those are the little things that aren't little.
Right.
That he would do regularly. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, like I've seen Pac do many things like that.
Right.
Many, not, and that's not to shit on him.
Right.
And that's not to say that he wasn't solid.
Right.
Pac, he was a lot of things, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes, sometimes your little man needs to get checked.
Right.
Sometimes your little man needs to get punched in the chest. Not all the time. Sometimes your little man puts you on point. Sometimes your little man checks you. Like he was all of that. You know what I'm saying? I just hope people can understand that because people only look at him as one thing. And when you put somebody on a pedestal, it's almost like when you found out, Martin Luther King was getting some side ass.
I was happy.
Yeah,
he deserves some side ass.
Definitely. I was happy.
I was happy. He deserved it, man. He said he was turning the cheek.
Real quick, this is all.
You ain't know what cheek he was talking about, y'all.
Everybody's perspective.
Come on, y'all. He was up front.
And unfortunately, he's not here to speak for himself.
Right. Talking about Pac and Martin Luther King.
This is a young Pac. This is a young Pac that didn't mature like the rest of us are lucky to mature right here.
Same with Big.
Same with Big. Absolutely.
And that's why I don't say anything out of respect.
Right.
When people revere him, I don't tell them some of the things that I know that might be in contrast. I don't really share those things because he's not here to have had the opportunity to become everything that they think he is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like thank God we got the opportunity to go forward. You know what I'm saying? Like to be better.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like that was for Pac and Big too.